What's up everyone, welcome back to another Doctor Who collection video. Today we're going to be taking a look at my updated figure collection. So I'm just going to go through all the figures as I did in my last collection video, because I've included all the new B&M sets are now on the shelf. I managed to get the 13 Doctors set, so those figures are on the shelf as well. And I've actually taken some of the ones I had sealed, I've actually opened them and taken them out of the box just to fill up the shelves a bit more. Yeah, there's some custom pieces in here as well. So yeah, so to start with, I've got this 4th Doctor from Wave 1 still sealed above the door here, and then I've got a 6th Doctor from Wave 1 also sealed up there. And then if we take a look at the top, we've got the Time Warrior set. Nothing's changed with this. I've still kept the figures out, and the ship's still in there. And then the Fendal, I've actually taken the leader out of this now, so it's just the Fendal that's still in there, because it's so big, but that's why I just keep it in the box, because it takes up a lot of space on the shelf. Moving along, we have the Damon set, which is still sealed. I'm probably going to keep that sealed as well. And down here we have the Abominable Snowman electronic TARDIS set. That was the online exclusive this year. Excellent set, really happy to have this. It's really great as well. The TARDIS and 2nd Doctor figure are really nice. And then we've got the 2nd Doctor and TARDIS from the War Games, and then the 3rd Doctor and TARDIS from the Monster Repellodon, and then we've got the 3rd Doctor and TARDIS from the Time Monster. And then I've got one of my Jungles of Mechanus online exclusive sets here. And then we've got History of the Daleks set 2. And then a sealed History of the Daleks set 5 from Power of the Daleks. And then the War Doctor and Dalek Scientist. And then behind them is the box for the 11 Doctors set and the 13 Doctors set. And then up here I have my 5th Doctor from Wave 1 still sealed as well. And then I've got my custom TARDIS here with my talking Cybermen and Daleks. So I've still got the Sontaran spaceship from the Sontaran experiment still here. Still need to, I want somewhere better to place this, but it just takes up a lot, so yeah, that's just going to stay there for the moment. So 1st Doctor shelf, we've got the 2 Daleks from the History of the Daleks set 1 at the front here. The 2 skulls from, one came with the Doctor and the TARDIS, and the other one's from the single release of this 1st Doctor figure. So yeah, we've got the 1st Doctor from An Earthly Child with the electronic TARDIS there. Love that. And then we've got some of the new B&M figures here. So we've got the Sensorite Elder and the normal Sensorite there in front of my original San Diego Comic Con exclusive 1st Doctor figure. And then he's standing next to the new Ian Chesterton figure, which came with the 2 Vord from the Keys of Marinus. Fantastic figure. I'm so glad we finally got some 60s companions. Hopefully we can get a Barbara, Susan, and definitely I want the Jamie figure to go with my 2nd Doctor, and maybe a Victoria or a Zoe. And then behind them, we've got the 2 Daleks from the Daleks back there. That came from the 1st Daleks collector's set. And then we've got the, I always forget what this Dalek's called. It's like a Saucer Pilot or something like that, from Dalek Invasion of Earth. And he's next to my black and white Saucer Commander. And then next to him is one of the drones from Dalek Invasion of Earth. I think that's the one that came in the History of the Daleks set 2. And then we've got the Saucer Commander, which came with the 1st Doctor figure. So he's there. And then this is the Sound Effects Dalek Invasion of Earth drone. And he's standing next to my Roboman, which came in the Enemies of the 1st Doctor set. And behind him is one of the Mechanoids from the Chase set that came with 3 Daleks, I believe. And then we've got my black and white 1st Doctor. Lovely figure, I'm really happy to have that. And there's one of the Chase Daleks. Behind them is the Flamethrower Dalek, which came in the Enemies of the 1st Doctor set. And then one of my Jungles and Mechanus sets that I opened with the 2 Daleks, which are pretty much just the movie Daleks. Lovely figures. I really love having these out. I think they look really nice on display. And then we've got one of my new figures, the First Doctor from the 13 Doctors set, as supposedly seen in the Web Planet. It's a nice figure. Like, the trousers are wrong. I don't think he ever wore brown trousers, but still a nice variant of the First Doctor. And then next to him is the Dalek Guard from the Chase. And then moving along, we've got I think this is the Dalek that came with the Chase Guard Dalek in the History of the Daleks set 3. And behind him is the Flamethrower Dalek, which came with the Dalek Supreme from the Dalek Master Plan. And then another Chase Dalek, which came with the Mechanoid. Then we've got the First Doctor figure from the Sensorite set. Really nice variant of this one. I really like this one. And then we've got the Dalek Supreme from the History of the Daleks set 4. I do like this Dalek. I do like this Dalek figure and this one. I just wish, I don't know why, but they've painted, these are white. They shouldn't be white, they should be grey. I am trying to track down the original release of this figure, which came with the First Doctor. So yeah, hopefully I'll get that one day. And then here's my single release Unearthly Child Doctor. I just display him here because he looks similar to the costume he wears in the 10th Planet. And then behind him is the 3 10th Planet Cybermen figures that I have. One came with the Enemies of the First Doctor set, and I think the other 2 were from the Age of Steel line. Actually, I think this Cyberman's fallen over. There we go. And then we've got the Sound Effects Dalek from Power of the Daleks, next to the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2nd Doctor, which came with one of the Tomb Cybermen. At the back there is one of the drones from the History of the Daleks set 5 from Power of the Daleks. And then this is the Mutant Scoop one. The Mutant is actually a custom that I got off eBay. I just need to paint it. It's really nice as well. Just going to paint that some different shades of green to make it look like the Mutant. And then we've got one of my new Emperor Guards, which was from the Toys R Us set, which came with this 2nd Doctor. And for this 2nd Doctor, I've just given him a custom 500-year diary. And then behind them is the TARDIS from the Abominable Snowmen set. Excellent TARDIS, I love that. And then we've got one of the Emperor Guards from Evil of the Daleks there. And then we've got this Cybermen from Tomb of the Cybermen, and I suppose the Moon Base as well. This one here is the black and white one. And then we've got 3 regular Cybermen. One of them did come with the 2nd Doctor. I can't remember which one it was though. And then we've got the Tomb Controller there, and the black and white 2nd Doctor figure. Some Cybermats on the floor. And then we've got my Ice Warrior with the custom-made Sonic Blaster on his arm. And in front of him is my Abominable Snowmen 2nd Doctor with a custom Yeti sphere on the floor there. Hopefully we get some Yeti at some point. Go down to the next shelf. So here we've got at the back we've got the War Games TARDIS from the B&M set, next to the Time Monster TARDIS, which looks pretty much as it did in Spearhead from Space, so that's why it's displayed here. So yeah, we've got the 3 Invasion Cybermen here. The Cyberman at the front, I actually repainted his head to make him like a cyber leader, and I've added some chrome onto his face. I'm not sure how well the camera's going to pick this up, but it's giving him this like nice shiny effect. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And then we've got the 2nd Doctor here, which came with the War Games TARDIS, and the Brigadier from the B&M like 70s set. This one is actually the one I recently opened my sealed set of this, just because I wanted another Auton on the display, and the paint job on this one was actually much better than the one I already had. So yeah, I display this one now, and the other one I've boxed away. So we've got the 3rd Doctor here from the 2-pack with the Sea Devil. I love this costume for the Third Doctor, I really do, with the red cloak. It baffles me why they haven't released another Third Doctor with the red cloak. And then we've got 2 Autons from the 70s set, the ones in the grey boiler suits, and then we've got the Auton from Spearhead from Space, which came in the Enemies of the Third Doctor set with the Nesting Consciousness. And then we've got Jo Grant here from Claws of Axos. Probably my favourite Jo Grant figure out of all of the ones they've released. I love the costume, and I think the head sculpt on this one is much better than the other ones. Then we got the Roger Delgado Master from the Claws of Axos set, which came with the Axon Monster. And then we've got the Claws of Axos B&M set with the Brigadier, Captain Yates, and Sergeant Benton. And then behind them is the Axon Monster and the Humanoid Axon. And then we've got the Master in his ceremonial robes from the Daemons with Bok. And then we've got 3 Sea Devils here. The 2 at the back are from Wave 1, and the darker painted one is the one that came with the Third Doctor with a different coloured weapon, silver instead of the gold and silver ones. And then we've got the Third Doctor and Jo Grant from the Time Monster. So I opened up my Master's TARDIS Time Monster set because I wanted the accessories out of it. So that's what the Third Doctor's holding, this like time sensor thing, which is quite nice to have a different accessory for the Third Doctor. And then next to them is the new History of the Daleks set 7, I think, from Day of the Daleks. Love these Daleks. These gunmetal grey ones are probably my favourite ones in my collection now. I mean, the 60s Daleks are my favourite Daleks, but I just love the paint job that they've done on these Daleks. I just really think it looks amazing. And the gold Dalek does really look nice as well, nice and shiny. And behind them is the Master's TARDIS from the Time Monster set as the computer bank. And then we've got the Master here from the Time Monster set with the Crystal of Kronos. And then we've got this little like 3 Doctors display here. So we've got Omega at the back there. And then we've got the Brigadier, the First Doctor, and the Second Doctor from the 11 Doctor set, wearing their 3 Doctors costumes. And then we've got the Third Doctor here from the 13 Doctor set. This is the new one I got. The original one I had didn't have these like black cuffs on his jacket, so that's why I display this one. Then we've got the Gel Guard at the back there, and then Jo Grant from the 3 Doctors. I like the figure, it's just her head looks like really weird. She's making a really weird smile. And then we've got the Third Doctor from the 11 Doctor set in his Frontier in Space Carnival Monsters outfit. And then behind him is the Pan Puppet Drashig, which is one of the weirdest things that character have released for this range. And then we've got the original release of the Day of the Daleks Supreme with the incorrect black neck. I did buy 2 of the History of the Daleks set 7s. So I do have 2 of the correct gold ones, but I still like to have this one on display just because it's different, and yeah, I'd rather have this one on display than 2 of the same ones. And then we've got the Doctor from Third Doctor from Planet of the Daleks, and I've just customized the hands and given him black painted hands. And then behind him is the anti-lightwave Dalek, which he came with, and one of the Genesis Daleks that I have. And then we've got the Planet of the Daleks Supreme here with a Brigadier figure. I think this is the one from the original Claws of Axos set that came with the Jo Grant and the Humanoid Axon. And I've just given him the accessories from the Daemon set to a custom, I think it's a revolver from Captain Jack figure actually, because I was just running out of pistols. And then we got this Third Doctor figure here from the Green Death with the 3 maggots. You may be wondering why he's not holding the crystal that I made for him, that I showed off in my figure update. And you'll see why he's not in a minute. And then we've got the Time Warrior Lynx there. Probably the best looking Sontaran figure out of all of them. I love that one. And then he's standing next to the Death of the Daleks Dalek with the machine gun, which came with the Third Doctor figure. And then we got the Time Warrior Third Doctor with the rather odd muddy trousers. And then next to him is the Third Doctor from Invasion of the Dinosaurs. I've just given him the spare Talons of Weng-Chiang like cloak I had. I've just put it on this Third Doctor because it looks similar to the one he wears in that story. And then behind them is the Monster Peplum TARDIS. And then we've got the Death to the Daleks Third Doctor, which is really nice. So we go down to the next shelf. I'm just going to turn this light on. So yeah, up here we've got a spider from the bunch of spiders that I bought on eBay for like £3. I got a whole bunch of them, and I use them as like the Metebelis 3 spiders. And then we've got the Third Doctor and Sarah Jane from Monster Repelled on here. I really love this Third Doctor figure. I think the head sculpt on this one and the paint just look really good on it. And then behind him I've put one of my Ice Warriors just to fill out this shelf a little bit more. And then here we've got my custom Third Doctor from Planet of the Spiders, and he's now holding the custom crystal that I made, just because I think it's more relevant for this Doctor to be holding that crystal. And then 3 of the spiders on the floor there. And then we've got the Fourth Doctor Regenerated, which came in the Fourth Doctor like time capsule set. And then we've got the TARDIS that came with the Fourth Doctor Regenerated figure, with the Doctor that came with the Genesis of the Daleks set inside there. And then we've got Harry Sullivan figure there with my custom Fourth Doctor with his bag of jelly babies, and Sarah Jane Smith from Genesis of the Daleks and Revenge of the Cybermen. Then we got my custom Fourth Doctor Sontaran Experiment figure with the correct waistcoat and necktie. And then behind him is Styre from the Sontaran Experiment set and the K1 robot. And then we've got this little Genesis display here with Davros and 4 Genesis Daleks. The 2 Daleks at the front here are the 2 that came with Davros and the Fourth Doctor figure. And the 2 Genesis Daleks there are the ones that came in the first Dalek Collector's set. But I do love this Davros figure. I think it's amazing. And then we got the Fourth Doctor figure here. This is just the generic Wave 1 Fourth Doctor. And then behind him is the 3 Revenge of the Cybermen figures. I really love the design of these Cybermen. And then the Cybermen out on the floor there. And then we've got the Terror of the Zygons Fourth Doctor. Really nice figure. And then 2 Zygons at the back there. One's holding the Scarison emitter thing. And then we got the Brigadier figure here. This one's from the Damon set, and then I've given him the 2 unit, so the Sergeant Benton and the unit soldier from the Terror of the Zygon set that came with the Fourth Doctor figure. And move on to the next shelf. We've got my custom Fourth Doctor from Planet of Evil with the different necktie and waistcoat. And behind him is the TARDIS that he came with. And then we've got my Pyramids of Mars Fourth Doctor, probably my favourite Fourth Doctor figure out of all of the ones that they've released. I love this one. And Pyramids of Mars is one of my favourite stories as well. And then at the back here we've got the sarcophagus and 2 of the Siren mummies. And then we've got Sutekh with his mask and Sutekh with his jackal head. And then 2 mummies with Marcus Scarman, who's holding the time-space coordinate cylinder. And the 4 urns, you could just see the 4th one behind the Fourth Doctor there. And then we got Morbius, great figure that one. And we got the Peter Pratt Master from the Deadly Assassin, and a Crinoid from the Seeds of Doom. And then up here I've got the autograph card that came with the Leela from Face of Evil. So we've got the Seeds of Doom Fourth Doctor here with the sword and the 2 Crinoid pods on the floor there. And then we've got Leela from that Face of Evil set, and she's holding the ray gun. And then we've got this little Robots of Death display. So we've got 2 Vok robots with the red eyes. So we've got V3 and V4. And then we've got another Vok here with the robot deactivation disc, V5, which came in the Adventures of the Fourth Doctor set, I think. And then behind them is D88. And then at the front here we've got D84 holding the robot final deactivator thing. And then we've got this Fourth Doctor from Talons of Weng-Chiang. I've just given him the stick that came with one of the new series figures. And then Leela from the Image of the Fendal. And then we've got the Fourth Doctor from... I think this is the one from the 11th Doctor set, which is based on the Brain of Morbius, but I just keep it here. Next to the K9 that came with the Season 18 Fourth Doctor and Leela from Invasion of Time. And behind them we've got Magnus Greel and Mr. Sin from the Talons of Weng-Chiang. And then 3 Sontarans. The 2 at the back are the Sontarans that came with the Harry Sullivan figure. And then we've got Commander Store there. So going on to the next shelf. We've got the 2 Romanas. I can't remember what stories these costumes are from. I think one's from the Pirate. I think the one with the pinks from the Pirate Planet. And I can't remember what this one's from. Either maybe Power of Kroll. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched the Key to Time. And then we've got this Fourth Doctor here from Destiny of the Daleks with this custom scarf I made. Or I adjusted. And behind them is the autograph card for Julian Glover as Scaroff with the Mona Lisa accessory that the set came with. And then we've got the David Goodison Davros with the Dalek battle computer. Let's just adjust that. That's better. And then we've got 3 Destiny Daleks behind him. So we've got the one in the Suicide Bomber one came with the Adventures of the Fourth Doctor set, and the other 2 came with the Davros and the Fourth Doctor. And then we got Romana 2 wearing her Destiny of the Daleks outfit with the Fourth Doctor from the City of Death there. And then we got Scaroff there with the Julian Glover like mask head. And then we got the Fourth Doctor from the Sharda set with the TARDIS from Sharda as well. And then we've got Romana here. I think this is either like from Nightmare of Eden or Horns of Nymon, something like that. I cannot remember. And then we've got the 13 Doctors Fourth Doctor from, well, it's supposed to be from Logopolis, but it's pretty much from Season 18. This is probably the best looking Season 18 Doctor that we've got now. I think the paint job on this just looks so much better than the original release. I love the detail that they've added onto the scarf. It makes it look so much better. And then we've got the Fourth Doctor here from Keeper of Charkun with the Source Manipulator. At the back here we've got Melka, the Master's grandfather clock TARDIS, and the Jeffrey Beavers Master from the Keeper of Charkun. And then we've got the original Season 18 Fourth Doctor here. And then we've got the regenerated Fifth Doctor with the coat, and the regenerated Fifth Doctor from the Castrovalva set holding the Logopolitan without the coat. And then we've got the Master's TARDIS there as a column. And then we've got the Castrovalva like Wave 1 Fifth Doctor figure there. And then at the back here we've got my Visitation TARDIS with the Planet of Fire Fifth Doctor figure that came with the Master. Then we got this Fifth Doctor figure here from the 11th Doctor set. I've just made him a custom cricket ball to hold. And then we got the Fifth Doctor figure here from the Visitation set. I love this figure. It's probably my favourite Fifth Doctor figure. At the back there we got 3 Earthshock Cybermen. Really want a Cyber Leader at some point to go with them. If they don't make one, I'll try and get a hold of a new Earthshock Cybermen and make him my own Cyber Leader. But hopefully they do release a Cyber Leader. Let's just move along. We've got the Time Crash Fifth Doctor here, standing next to my now custom 5 Doctors Second Doctor. So originally he was a 2 Doctors custom, but now that I've got the 13 Doctor set that has a 2 Doctors Second Doctor in it, I decided to make this one the 5 Doctors version. Even though he's not got his fur coat, I changed his handkerchief and painted it red and put some white polka dots on it. And because I added more black into his hair, he kind of looks similar to what he does in the Five Doctors anyway. And now I found out that they are releasing a Five Doctors set with the third Doctor from that story, a Raston robot, and an Earthshock, a Cyberman, an Earthshock designed Cyberman. So yeah, that looked quite good displayed next to him now. And then we've got the Fifth Doctor figure here from Resurrection of the Daleks set. Really nice Fifth Doctor figure, that one. And then we've got the Terry Malloy Davros from that set as well. Excellent figure. And the two Daleks that came in that set, so we've got the Dalek Supreme on the left there, and one of the normal Renegade Daleks. And then we've got the Chameleon Master from Planet Fire. Still hoping for an actual Anthony Ainley Master figure. And then we've got the Fifth Doctor figure here from the 13 Doctor set, which is based on his appearance in The Awakening, but it pretty much could be anything from that season. And then behind him is Scaris Jack from Caves Ranjazani. And then we've got this little end of Caves Ranjazani display here. So we've got the Fifth Doctor from the end of that story with all the mud and everything just before he's about to regenerate. We've got Perry here, which came with the Scaris Jack. And then this custom Sixth Doctor regenerated figure, which I just bought another one of these and took his head off and put a Sixth Doctor head on it. At the back there, we've got the Attack of the Cybermen Stealth Cyberman, which looks quite nice being in all black. It really looks different to all the other Cybermen, so it's quite a nice figure. And then we've got the Rogue Cyberman there, which came with the Perry. And then we've got the Sixth Doctor here with the tracking device which came with the Stealth Cyberman. And then we've got the Perry there that came with the Rogue Cyberman holding the blaster. Then we go down to the next shelf. We have this is the TARDIS from the Caves Ranjazani set. I just put it here to fill out this Sixth Doctor shelf a bit more. Then we got Syl from Vengeance on Varos, which came with this Perry. Behind them is the Androgam Second Doctor from the Two Doctors. And then we got Wave 1 Sixth Doctor with Sonic Lance. And we've got the Sontaran there from Stike from the Two Doctors. With there's a Perry. These must have been knocked over. Let's move this forward. Yeah, so we got another Sontaran there, which is just the same one from that. And then we got the Two Doctors Second Doctor figure here from the 13 Doctors set. I really like this figure. Having it in hand, compared to looking at pictures online, it looks so much better. Yeah, I really like that Second Doctor figure. And then this is the Perry that I got, and I customised their hands, so I actually cut her hands to make them shorter. And then we got the Sixth Doctor here from the Revelation of the Daleks set with his blue morning cloak. And we got the Davros from that set as well, and I've just given him the blown off hands to make him look different to the Resurrection one. And then we've got a Necros Dalek and a Renegade Dalek there. I would like to get some more Revelation Necros Daleks. I need to track some of those down. Or just wait until hopefully they do them in the History of the Daleks set. And then we got the real-time Sixth Doctor figure here with the Sonic Lance. And then we got the 13 Doctors one that said that it's based on real time, but it's not. It's actually the Big Finish one, which I really like. I think it's a really nice costume for the Sixth Doctor. And then we got the Sixth Doctor here from the 11 Doctor set from Trial of a Time Lord. And we got a Renegade Dalek there from Remembrance. Need to get some more of those Daleks. And we got the Dalek Supreme from that story as well. And then we got the 7th Doctor figure, which came with the Imperial Dalek and the Coal Hill School Ace with the much better head sculpt, in my opinion, holding the accessories that came with the original Ace. And then we got the 7th Doctor Electronic TARDIS with the B&M Silver Nemesis 7th Doctor inside it. If we go on to the last shelf, we have the original Ace holding the rocket launcher, and Emperor Davros, and then we've got the original Imperial Dalek release, which came with the 7th Doctor, the Coal Hill School one, which came with the Ace, and the one that came in the Remembrance of the Daleks set with the Renegade Dalek, the Special Weapons Dalek, and the Dalek Supreme. And we have the blown up Imperial Dalek, which came with the Emperor Davros. And then we've got this 7th Doctor figure here. I think this is the one from the 11th Doctor set. And we've got this one here from the one that came with the TARDIS, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the one that came with the TARDIS. And then we've got Ace from Silver Nemesis holding her new boombox that the Doctor made for her. Then we've got the Silver Nemesis Cybermen here. We've got the 2 that came with the B&M 7th Doctor, the ones with the black eyes, and then the 2 original ones which came as a 2-pack. And then we've got these the painting accessory that came with Ace on the hung up there. And then we've got the 7th Doctor figure here from the 13th Doctor set. I like the paint job on it. It's just I'm not too sure his scarf is supposed to be those colours, but it's still quite a nice figure. And then we got the 7th Doctor figure here from the B&M, like I think it's based on Gallifrey 4 or something like that, which came with like an Axis Strike Dalek. So we've actually got both versions here. We got the one with that came with the hatted version, and the one with that didn't come hatted with the different paint jobs on his coat. I've just given him the sonic screwdriver that came with the 13 Doctors one, just because I didn't have any more umbrellas. So yeah, that's those 2. And behind him is Dalek Alpha, which came with the 8th Doctor figure. And then we've got the 8th Doctor figure here from the 11th Doctor set, which is in his TV movie outfit. Then we got the 8th Doctor figure here that came with Dalek Alpha, holding the sonic screwdriver that came with the 13 Doctor's 8th Doctor. And then we've got the Axis Strike Dalek there with the Dalek Interrogator Prime, I think, and the other Axis Strike Dalek, which has more of a weathered effect. And then we've got this Dark Eyes 8th Doctor, which has the custom made satchel. I don't know if you can see it, you just about see it hanging behind him, that I made, holding the 11th Doctor sonic screwdriver. And then we have the Night of the Doctor 8th Doctor that came in the 13th Doctor set. I do like this figure. I wish they didn't put so much blood on his face. I just think they went a bit overboard with the blood, but it's still a nice figure. I still hope they re-release the original one of this without the blood and the cleaner costume, because that figure is just so hard to get. I don't want to pay the stupid money for it. And then actually, just before we finish, I've got my custom Planet Daleks there, and here, and then we've got the Saucer Commander from the History of Daleks set 2 there, and then the Day of the Daleks spare that I have there, and right there is the just a spare Dalek from the Daleks. So yeah, that is my complete Classic Series figure collection as of September 2021. Yeah, I am still trying to add stuff to it, but there's some customs I do want to do, and yeah, I'm always adding to it anyway. And then I'll be updating it again once the next wave of B&M figures come out. I believe I know there's a 5 Doctors set, and I think there's supposed to be an Earthshock set. I'm not sure what's in that yet. And then there's supposedly the Evil of the Daleks, History of the Daleks set, and the Planet of the Daleks one, and a rumoured 4th Doctor with K1 Robot, maybe. I'm not too sure of that one either, but I'll be doing a collection update when those come out anyway. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, really appreciate it. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll check you in the next video.